Hi, welcome and happy August. Yes, this is Pam Warwick, and I'm going to cover quickly all the information that was put out Tuesday night at the Ladies of the Class Reps meeting. Yes, we did have a very long meeting, and there was a great video, and now it's somewhere in the cloud. So here we go, a summarized version of what happened Tuesday night. This was the agenda. I'm going to highlight for you information about the Sallyport, information about the reunion, the summary of the regimental reps report, the update that Diana McMaster gave us, and then ending with what the vice president of the class, Rich Trotter, told us about the 50th affiliation and the 50th affiliation gift. So let's get started. I always open with a thank you and just recognition of all of our volunteers. Currently, the non-highlighted areas are filled with wonderful volunteers representing the 4 regiments and most of the companies. I did highlight and point out that these companies, here, could use a volunteer to represent the company, especially as we are getting near to the 45th reunion. So you can take a snapshot of that and you will know how to contact your friends if their husband was in that company. Now an update on Sallyport. First of all, during July, you should have received an email that that you use for getting the ladies of the class information about inviting you to sign in and register on Sallyport. Now, again, this is only for ladies of the class, regimental and company reps. It's not for all ladies and families of the class. It's for the graduates, associate graduates, and the members of the regimental and company reps that represent the ladies of the class. So I have some information about what people have asked and to update what actually was said on Tuesday night. First of all, you're going to, with your email where you receive your information for the ladies of the class, it will direct you to sign in to sallyport.westpointaog.org. When you sign into that website for the first time, it will open up to this page right here. And I've circled in yellow, it says activate your account. You're going to click activate your account. That's the second thing that you would do. And when you do, you're going to get this form. Well, there have been questions today, even today, about what to put in that form. 3 important areas so that your registration will go through friendly and be able to do it. So you are going to use your email where you get your information. You are going to put in the year 1977. And we had thought, look over here, we had thought choosing Friend of West Point was the best idea. No, it is not the best idea anymore. And so I highlighted in green over here, choosing associate member will highlight the AOG to know that it is the ladies of the class reps that are signing in for the Sallyport. So I left this up. We had said Friend of West Point. No, absolutely not. That's not the great idea. The one that will get you through is enter the constituency code, choose associate member. All right, so now that's cleared up. And thank you, George, for that. Then you will get a message in that email that you put right here, how you get your LoC information. And that email will say, congratulations, you are now activated in Sallyport. Now, I also included this. George gave me this, and I will just open it briefly. And it is a YouTube. You won't, of course, since it is public domain, you say skip your ads, and you can see that it has the information. Now, it doesn't have the specific information that I just gave you about what to use on this form, but it will walk you through 2 minutes and 22 seconds of everything that you should expect to go through and how to sign in. So this is the AOG, YouTube, and then I just did snapshots and made this little list of how you can get in. Now, that's it for activation. Once you are activated, then I would bookmark it. This is my bookmark for my Sallyport page. So I'm going to take you here. And one thing that we did on Tuesday night was go through all of the elements that are available for you. And there are some elements that where we can't go, but let me show you what we learned on Tuesday night. First of all, live feed is just like on Facebook. It's a rolling information, sort of like a blog on Facebook of everything that has been posted recently. And you see Rich posted this 11 hours ago. We scroll on down and then Joe Sullivan posted some things. So you see it's just the current information about what people have posted. And that's why it says live feed. It's the live information that has come, and it's stacked with the earliest at the bottom, and the very latest is the first thing that you would see. The home will tell you a lot about what the Sallyport is for, and it's for the class graduates of 1977, USMA graduates. And then it will first tell you about the biggest thing going on right now, and that's preparing for the reunion. And we will talk about registration for the reunion in a moment, but there are several places that will remind you about it's time to register. And I saw the registration today, and I saw about 260 names on it. So I know we want to double that before registration, but it also highlights some of the events that you might want to find out before you go to the registration page. So if you scroll on down, it will take you through some of the information that is there for Sallyport. But if you really want to find more about the reunion, of course, you're going to find it there. Now, as we're just going to go across left to right here, this is the members. And when you click that, you will see the 77 grads that are there. And that's George. He has done an incredible job setting up our Sallyport. And also, he is the go-to guy if we need to, if we're struggling. So you can always contact me. I will I had like 3 questions I compiled a day and sent them to him. And he's very quick to help us get on. News, you see that this opens up a tab. And so the news more to the point, which is a newsletter published by Tom Von Canel, and then information about the 50th Gift Fund, and then Class of 77 published authors. Events that are coming up, you see there's not a pull down that comes open. So let's click that and see what is there. And you see the fall events. All right, so the next thing, of course, here we go again. The Class of 77 45th reunion. I said there are several places that you can find it there. The tailgate that's going to be at the Morrows, and that is going to be the Army Air Force game in Texas. And then finally an AOG cruise in January of 23. So now here we go, the 45th reunion. And here's where I want you to scroll on down. It did have some of the events that were on the home page, but if you continue to go down, there's even more information that if you'd like to find out more about some of the agenda items that you could register for, click some of these fact sheets. And then this right here will tell you all about every single thing that is on the registration form. And you see that it downloaded as a PDF, and when it is done, it will open. And we'll take a look at it right now. And you see it opens in an Excel spreadsheet. And scroll from the far left-hand column, You see, these are all the events that will be on Wednesday. Continue to scroll, and here's Thursday. And then we know that Thursday night is the welcome reception right there from 6 to 9. And Friday, the very important events on Friday, the class lunch, the class dinner banquet, and then Saturday, great things, the parade, the class picture, lunch in the mess hall, and Let's Beat Georgia State. So I just hit the highlights there for you, but if you wanted to look at all of those things before you click the registration, they only are on the Sallyport page right here, 45th agenda. The Media Center, I did not know what that was. George shared with us Tuesday night that it's a depository for all of the data that's posted right now on the Class of 77 Sallyport. So you see there are 7 items more to the point. You know that is the newsletter that is published that Tom Boncano writes. And so you see they're all here. So it's a nice place to go if you're looking for something that's posted and you're not sure where to look for it. Band of Brothers has one of the tabs that opens up, and you can see the responsibilities for Band of Brothers, the call outs and spotlights. You need to check that out. The ladies of the class were on one of the Band of Brothers call outs. Funerals and memorial services and Distinguished Grad Award nomination. And ladies of the class, you can go ahead and see, we don't have very much there right yet, but I know that after the reunion, we'll have a lot of things. So this is the last recording that we had. It's about a 40-minute recording, I think about 37 minutes. So it wasn't too long to publish. And it's there, our June meeting. This is our call out that I just told you about. And then Diana McMaster is the she's co-chair on the QOL Quality of Life Committee. And she always gives us an update. One thing that she asked us to do on Tuesday night was if we have some volunteers to read this, and if you click on it, you see it about to click open, we'll download it in a PDF and give her feedback, as this is an ongoing living document for quality of life. And she is representing the ladies of the class on this, and so she asked for feedback. We have just a few more tabs here. Grip Hands, and you see this is a place where you can find out about the memorial articles for fallen classmates and that information. Then here's all by itself. If you forget that the Quality of Life Manual is under Ladies of the Class, it has a brand new tab all on its own. So you can go here, find out more about it, who's on the committee, and what their objectives are. And then later in this recording, I will bring you back to the 50th affiliate program, because the vice president of the class, Rich Trotter, closed our meeting with giving us the update on that. So that's Sallyport, and you can see that's important for our reps to be able to sign in on that. So please do so, and let me know if you have any struggles or challenges, and I will help you. I just took you to this document about signing in for the class reunion. If you have problems getting on Sallyport, please email me, or if your husband doesn't have the link yet, I can send you a direct link without the Sallyport. So let me know about anything needed for registration. I did want to highlight a benefit for our surviving spouses, and a shout out to Jane Nosco for spearheading that, and the CEC committee for joining hands and providing this opportunity for our widows. The registration fee is $100 for the grad. And so for surviving spouses of those grads, it's a $50 registration fee, and then complimentary reception, complimentary class lunch and complimentary class dinner. And that's automatically populated when you go to your registration. Make sure that you contact your widows and tell them about this benefit. And we would like to be able to see them and at the reunion. Now, the LoC reps, this is another thing about the reunion. This is reps only. Right before the kickoff for the class luncheon, we will meet 1 hour before that and have a little bit of business, but a whole lot of social gathering in person. So many of us only know each other on our rectangle, and I can hardly wait to meet all of you in person. But that information will not be on Sallyport, will not be on any other form of information except your LoC email. I will, as that progresses and as we get closer, I will be able to give you the details. After that, Tuesday night, our regimental reps, Jenny Lennox, Sheila Swiger, and Lynn Richardson. Mary Lou was traveling. She is at a wedding, so her husband filled in the regimental reports for her then. But the highlights were about the reunion and about the meals. The meals are all well, Lynn shared about the dietary needs will all be met. So if you have specific dietary needs and we don't see it on the menu, again, contact me and I'll put you in contact with Lynn about that. Now, Sheila and Mike have done an incredible job with the LoC side of the swag. And I did bring this up, and Sheila reminded us that we have a short time now to get our order in. So as you're looking at the swag and, you know, great shirts and hoodies, and I actually got one of the bags too. I love it. Okay, so I got this crossover bag. I'm so excited about that. And but right down here is the football jersey that the guys are going to wear to the football game. And so some gals have said, well, did you get one? Well, I did. Okay. So, and I told Sheila I did, and she said, Pam Warwick. And so now I think Sheila's going to get one too. But they are for sale here. And let's scroll on down. We only have 9 days, 13 hours and 28 minutes. And I'm going to have to get off that because I want to stay accurate with the numbers. So let's get your order in ASAP. All right. That's great. Diana shared, and I hit the highlights a while ago on the quality of life. She would like some feedback. She wants to make sure that the quality of life plan manual also represents the wives and the widow's voice. So please download that. If you struggle, I have it downloaded on my computer. I'll send it to you and give her feedback. She would much appreciate that. And she's done hours and hours of work with that committee on there. We closed out the meeting Tuesday night with the Vice President, Rich Trotter. Now, he told about the 50th gift. And so again, it's on Sallyport if you want to read more about it. And so, I bookmarked it here so you could see it. Many of the associate members, which are the widows of the class, also had a vote. And so here's the outcomes of the vote here. And the 50th gift that was chosen by the class and associate members was the Ambassador Michael A. Sheenan, class of 77, Distinguished Chair in Strategy and Modern War Institute, and 61% of the class voted for that. So if you would like to read more about that, it's right here. That represents the gift that the class of 77 will present at the 50th reunion, which is 5 years from now. Another thing, as we ramp up with the 50th affiliate events, one has already happened. And so Rich told about this and showed some great pictures. And look at that there. there they are in their 77 jerseys that they're going to wear. And this looked like a really great time and a good grip hands event to begin the class of 1977 and the class of 2027 affiliation. And so we're just real proud of our guys doing that. And if you scroll on down, this is on the Sallyport page, you see the other 50th affiliate events. And the guys will be hearing much about those, but I think there are 13 events altogether, ending with graduation of the class of 2027. So we closed out the meeting with just some fun events to announce. And this, of course, around sports. Coming up Labor Day weekend is the Coastal Carolina game with USMA. And I got this today, and so I've updated this. This was not on our meeting, but if you are an East Coaster and want to come to that game, a lot of us are going to that. And this is, we have decided to go to the local AOG tailgate. And so you can register for the tailgate right there. I think it's $30, but I put that link in there for you. We're going to have another great tailgate and barbecue at the Steve and Laurel Morrow Ranch this year on November 4th, with the Army Air Force game on November 5th. And I think Laurel told us that was 5 weeks after the reunion. So enough time to recoup from the reunion and then head on down to Texas for that. So some football's events. I always highlight a connection pick. And so I want to highlight this. This was from our June meeting. And then we plan on meeting again on the 13th of September at our regular time, West Point time, 8:00 p.m. Thank you so much. I hope this was easier to listen to than a long meeting. And thank you. And I will see you in September.